What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another video. If you're new here, my name is Leah. If you're a returning subscriber, as always, thank you so much for tuning in. And as you guys can tell by the title, today we have gotten into another quick weave. Y'all gonna have to give me some more because the quick weaves is tied and laid out, child. So today we are getting into a very detailed quick weave. The girls, as y'all seen, slaughtered me in the last video in the comments, so I had to deliver, child, because I ain't want no smoke. So if you're interested in see how I got this look, go ahead and keep watching. I'll see you guys at the end of the video. So everything that you actually will need will be linked down in the description box below. I went ahead and separated by necessities and something that was optional, but every single thing that I used in this video will be linked down below. So first things first, I like to go in with a light oil, and I'm specifying a light oil just because using any type of heavy oils on your scalp when you're getting a quick weave will affect the longevity of your hairstyle. So tip number 2 would be using a kid's wave cap, especially if you suffer from small head syndrome like myself. It's the same concept as applying a wig to your head. Thinner the layers, the better. I know a lot of you guys were commenting on my last protection style and how you think that it will be hot. Well, this will be an alternative just to kind of cut down on that heat being trapped under the install. So I know this step is kind of sped up, but I think it's very important that you take your time with applying this mold and making sure that it is completely dry. I know it's a quick weave, but this is not what they meant to be quick with when they were talking about this step. If you do not make sure this stuff is completely dry, you will have a nightmare and you will have glue on your actual hair. So the hair that I used in this video is pink lemon. It is forbidden for me to ever forget to mention what type of hair I use. I am a small YouTuber and I'm learning as I'm going. But that's one thing I will not do again, honey, is forget to mention what hair I use. Tip 3, sewing down that first track is optional. This alleviates slippage. When you sweat, the first place that you tend to sweat is on your hairline. So again, if you are a person that likes to work out or live in a humid environment, this is highly recommended. But for me, it's definitely something that I like to prioritize just because when I'm wearing quick weaves, I'm not wearing them for 2 weeks. My goal is to at least reach that 4 to 5 week mark. Tip 4, track placement. Before you start your install, always ask yourself, what is my desired look? Are you face framing? Do you want layers? Does your look require heavy bangs? What about length? Because this all determines how and where you start your track placement. Today, I was trying to achieve face framing with a little bit of heavy layers, so this requires my first track placement to be top to top versus nape to nape. And once you become comfortable with track placement, girl, executing your desired look becomes a piece of cake. That's honestly the key to any hairstyle you do, especially when it comes to styling. Tip 5, repetition. Whatever you do to one side, do to the other side. This is mainly for a middle part because for a beginner, side parts could be a tad bit more challenging, but it definitely can be done. Y'all might call it lazy, but I just call it working smarter and not harder. So as I mentioned earlier, I used the 16 and an 18 inch from this pack of hair. I did have a 12-inch bundle left over from the last time I used pink lemon hair. So I just chose to put that at the top of my head. That way I wouldn't have to layer that much at the end. So this, of course, is optional. I know people have different textures of hair. I prefer to go in with a setting mousse before I apply any heat to my hair.
Please make sure you're using some type of heat protectant before you go in, especially with a hot comb. Don't go nowhere talking about Leah told you to just use some setting mousse. No, definitely use a heat protectant before you go in with a hot comb or any type of heat to your natural hair. Y'all, that concludes this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye. No, I'm just playing. I styled the hair on a different day due to me recording this video at 4:30 in the morning. So y'all got the styling a couple of days after this when I actually had somewhere to go. I chose not to walk you guys through the styling just because I do have a couple of collabs coming up and they do want me to style their hair. So those videos are just going to be very detailed on how I curl my hair, what I use to curl the hair. In this video, like I mentioned, everything is mentioned down in the description box. So as far as the curling iron and the flat iron that I use, but don't worry guys, a detailed curling video will be coming up very, very soon. Tip 6. Girl, don't be scared to look like you in the 1960s. If you want some pretty bombshell curl hair, let those curls sit. What I mean by that is pin curling it, putting them in rollers. The longer you let them sit and cool off, the better. I did not have time to let my curls sit because I did have somewhere to be. But as you can see, I did have those rollers on hand, always. Alright guys, and that will conclude this video, and you guys know the drill. Don't forget to talk to me in the comments. This video a thumbs up if you like it, and give it a thumbs down if you dislike it. Press that subscribe button for new up and coming content. See you guys next time.